Hello and good evening. Oh, whoops. I'll be but a moment. All right, I am back. Okay. Where were we? Ah, yes. Those were the shrieking eels. No, no, no. We have some production going. Okay. Why did I research that? Maybe it's because I didn't have green science set up. Green science. Green science. Oh wait, no I do. Huh. Fancy that. I think we're going to need some electric energy distribution, and then engines. Yes. So the next step in our... No, wait, we actually do need engines before we need anything else. We need engines to progress. We need engines. And automation too. But let's do engines first. Engines is important. Muy importante. Sorry, just getting things adjusted here. My apologies. Okay. So, we need engines. I'm gonna bump this up another notch. So, we definitely know that we're gonna have 4 lanes here. Oops, 4 lanes there. 4 lanes there. We may actually add on another belt on that side, or we may just continue adding it onto this side. So we also want space there. Okay, so this, I think, doom, doom, doom. How much room do we want there? I guess right here is fine. And what we want to do is we want to make engine units, which means we need steel. Ah, yes, steel. We can make the other components. We haven't yet made steel. Steel is an important thing. Okay, so we'll come back to this later. We'll continue to research things like automation. Yes. Stone production. I wonder if that's something that's kind of lacking. I think it is. I think we need some stone production. Where is my stone? Oh, there's my stone. Okay. So we're going to demolish this area and turn that into stone production. That seems like the way to go. Before we do that, I want to make sure that I'm not hurting for energy. It just seems like I'm okay for now. The factory can just run. Materials processing. Clearing out some trees, clearing out some trees. This would be a whole lot faster if I had military science, because that means I would also have grenades. And grenades are good for leveling things. Just gonna get the whole thing. The whole thing. whole swath. Clearing out some debris. Okay. So, I guess right here's alright. We can choose our positioning wisely. Let's just get a whole bunch of those. It's going to consume way more coal than I'm comfortable with, but we'll live. So these take 15 items per minute. If we research logistics, these take 30 items. 30 items. Alright. I think 12 was the magic number. I don't know. Should I add on that side? I think adding on that side would be easier. That's science, but yeah, that's kind of getting in the way. I'll have to drop in like steel and stone over there. This is gonna get a little messy. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this will be part of our setup. We should probably have some coal. You made it. Alright, welcome. Good to see you. I am playing some Factorio. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Just a little stressed. Today's been stressful. Today's been a little bit stressful. You know what? We don't need all the... Can't believe I made all those. We're gonna just make a bunch of electric mining drills there. And... Happy to listen if you want to talk about it. Also happy to not talk about it. Whatever you need. Oh, well, in that case, so today was a little rough. Not for me, but for Christina. She had sort of a run-in with a stranger today, which was not pleasant at all. On one hand, it could be entirely harmless, but on the other hand, it totally wasn't. She wasn't harmed or anything, but she was certainly, you know, afraid for her safety, which is kind of a big deal. You know, so yeah, there was a man who kind of struck up a conversation with her in the middle of a nature trail, a park that she likes to go, and you know, she forages for stuff there. She actually found some turkey tail mushrooms, which are They're medicinal, and they have like antiviral properties. It's pretty cool. Aside from that, she was minding her own business. Somebody struck up a conversation with her. It was a man in his 60s. 60s. And somehow the conversation drifted towards like him starting to talk about like the Japanese hornets that are the invasive species. They're referred to as murder hornets, and he called them that. And so he said, uh, you know, maybe some like I can't imagine how like animals get to be like that, where maybe there's just something broken with their brains and they just need to kill. And it's like he shifted the conversation closer to like serial killers, and that's sort of not really a great place to be if you're you know young white female individual uh, alone in the forest. Um, it's not okay. Um, that man went out of his way to make her feel uncomfortable. Um, he may not have knowingly done that, but I think he knowingly did that. Um, it was a sketchy situation, and Christina needed to get out of there, and so she did. She did her best not to escalate anything. She, you know, uh, started walking away, and I think she mentioned that he continued to approach her and talk to her. And so she just kind of dropped what she was doing and ran to the car and got out of there. And she posted about it on Facebook. You can see her post, but it's just the 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 conversation that was struck after that when she started posting about it was um, I think it had a lot of people who need a bit of a paradigm shift when it comes to you know treating women like people instead of like they're the like instead of like doing some sort of victim blaming type of thing, like, oh, you should have, if you know martial arts, or if you carried a weapon or anything like that, you'd be better able to defend yourself. Um, and that's just kind of the wrong way to think about that, because that's like shifting the responsibility onto her. It's like, oh, you can deal with this sort of idiot if you didn't if you had a way to protect yourself. Well, the guy shouldn't be doing what he's doing to make her feel unsafe in the first place. He needs to be aware of what he is saying. He needs to be conscious that he is a stranger to her and that he is making her feel uncomfortable. It should be immediately apparent in the words that are coming out of his mouth. We almost feel pretty shaken up. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Um, and hugs would be pretty awesome right now. So, anyway, not all of the comments have been like that. In fact, most of them haven't. They've been supportive. They've been very much like, this is not okay. But there's just been a couple of outliers who have been like, well, you should have tried to de-escalate, or you can't, like, there's no way to de-escalate from a situation like that. There's just cutting and running. Like, that's what needs to happen. It's not okay for men to behave like that. It's predatory. Anyway. So that's why I'm doing something a little more therapeutic and you know, something that requires a modicum of focus. I'm about ready to go and fight some people on Facebook for the first time in my life. Yeah, no, don't bother. It's a tough argument to win if people are set in their ways. The it definitely should be something that is posted about because it needs the visibility. Like, people need to be okay with talking about their experiences with, like, men who are kind of overstepping their bounds, because that's what's happening. Like, you know, women are, like, all over, are being put in awkward situations, they're being taken advantage of physically, they're being pressured into social situations that really make them feel uncomfortable, and they may not have any choice in it just because, you know, men. And it's sort of it's not sort of, it is a cultural thing. It's definitely a cultural thing. So, oops, this is not what I want. I want it is possible to unlearn some of the toxic behaviors that, you know, us men have grown up with. Like, you know, feeling like you're being chivalrous when, you know, really you're just being a disturbance. Let's get some of these. Not that many. We need that many, though. Virtual hugs are happening right now. So let's see here. We also need one that's picking up the iron plates. Okay. And we need that, because these show up in stacks of 50. Yeah, let's do that. Let's shorten this. We don't need that much slack, but we can extend it if we need to. Logistics 2 has been finished, so we have more transportation options available to us. Like rails. We could do rails. Rails. We could also find alternative forms of energy, but this is costly. 5 copper plates, 5 steel plates, 15 electronic circuits. That would consume pretty much all of our production for this area. I suppose that's not a terrible thing. We could just build a huge solar panel array and have that be the foundation for what we need to do next, which is build a rocket. Oh dear. I need to take a bit of a break, so I will do that. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. And here I am. So yeah, Ryan's been waking up a lot too. Good times. So I'm keeping an eye on my messages. Christina's notifying me whether Ryan's getting up or not. Yeah, let's see here. So we got that basic science production going on. We need steel, that's right, we need steel. Get your steel. $9.95. For the low, low price of twice the amount of... No, not twice. How much? 5 times the amount of iron that you... Is Ryan liking his new school stuff? He's... It's a struggle to get him out the door, but he's really enjoying actually being there, so... yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 14. Yeah, he's still kind of liking it. I say kind of because, you know, whenever he's about to leave the house, he asks for a hug and a kiss and a snuggle and a squeeze. Like, those are his words. Kills me with cute. He's just so adorable. A lot of kids that age are like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough being away from parents for the first time. Like, I remember when I was really young and I went to daycare for the first time, I felt like my parents abandoned me. Like, there wasn't really much of a transition between having my parents with me and then not having my parents with me. So, like, it's perfectly reasonable to feel like, you know, like you're not like you need to be with your parents, because like one minute you are and another minute you're not, and you're in a room with people you have not been with your entire life, and it's a transition. But dude, getting those transport belts. Let's get some of those splitters too. That's nice. That's nice. Ashes on my tomato. Oops. So this is going to be fast underground belt. This is going to be fast transport belt, and this is going to be fast splitter. Okay. So this needs gears and belts. Okay, and this needs gears and underground belts. So gears all around. Gears, gears, gears. And this needs gears, circuits, and splitters. Oh, we got distribution. Good. Next up, I think we're actually going to do fluid handling. And we really need to get that, we really need to get steel started. Yeah, we're raising him right. I think we are. There's a lot more information about parenting nowadays than ever before. which is fantastic. Alright, so here's the cool thing about these belts. If I'm gonna do like another mock-up of this stuff here. If I have a belt that's going into, like, that's being pushed right into this underground belt, it's only going to take half of this belt. It's not going to take stuff from one side, but it will take stuff from the other side, and it'll put it on the underground belt, but on its nearest side, which is fantastic. That's what we want. We can take advantage of this when dealing with fuel. Specifically, coal. Okay. You know what? We're actually going to do it like this because reasons. Yeah, I really am doing my best to. Well, I suppose I could be doing a better job of being a dad, but I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of being a dad. It's very rewarding. And yes, what? 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 I'm obviously doing the best I can, and that's of course enough. Well, what I could be doing right now is reading the potty training book that has been sitting on my desk for days and days and weeks. But yeah, that's not happening right now. I'm playing Factorio, because shit's stressful. So we're gonna do that. Gonna make this look nice and pretty. Yeah, like that. Like that. Oh, I'm gonna need more of those, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, that looks okay. Dude. What happened here? Why is that? What happened here? Oh, it's because I did things differently. Yes, that's fine. I thought that I messed up the grid work on the electrical poles, but it's fine. It's okay. Nothing is fucked. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Coal is going to be placed on the far sides of these belts. Okay. Coal is going to be placed on the far side of these belts. And, no, that's good. Okay. And then coal will transfer to the near side of these belts. But we need something else here. We need something else other than coal. We need iron. So we are going to do an underneathy there. Put a splitter there. That. Okay. Now, iron. Okay, so we're gonna drag some iron. Can we just break off from that? Yeah, I suppose we can. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to do that. Wait a second. Now, what I want to do is I want to do okay, this is how I'm gonna do it. There we go. And I can also make this a little neater. Okay, perfect. That looks good. That'll balance out nicely. Hopefully it'll be enough because, like, there's definitely a lot of bandwidth here. Let's see if it makes it all the way down. It looks like it will. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. For now. Those lines make you happy? Which lines? We're going to the gray ones. Sorry, the pandemic. Oh, no worries. Yeah, these gray lines. So like, there's iron ore coming in here, and then there's iron plates coming out here. Iron plates are like the basic constructing unit. along with copper, of course, but like, you know what I realized? I realized we can't see shit. We can't see shit. We need radars. Radars. It'll consume a lot of energy, so I'm actually kind of worried about consumption. But let's do it anyway, for the sake of visibility. Okay. Put one right here. There. Now we have visibility. What does our pollution look like? Ugh. Yuck. I'm gonna need to think about defense soon. Uh-oh, what's that? Oh, that's crude oil. Crude oil? Yeah! Crude oil. That's what we need. Oil processing. Filthy, filthy oil. Okay, so we need a line for steel, we need a line for stone, we need a line for bricks. Did I request Monday off? So here we're actually going to get ourselves a little bit of space. Let's get this rock out of the way. Okay. So we're going to leave a little room for steel. Ah, yes. That's how far away it is. Good. Excellent. That's good room. Alright, let's bring that down. And let's go surfing on some conveyor belts. That's like a really funky thing about this. Like, you can place buildings so fast, and you can like run on the conveyor belts that you put down. I think that's awesome. Feels good. Everything is so neat and orderly. Mostly. This does make me happy. This does make me happy. Oil processing is finished. Great. We now know how to process oil. Let's try plastics. There are ways to fix the balancing of this, so maybe I should do that later, but right now I think I'm just gonna... No, you know what? Organized. Damn it. guess, maybe. I mean, it chops down our bandwidth so much. I guess. I don't know. Then we'd have to do it for this too, which I suppose is not that big of a deal. We just need to do that and that. Right? I think that's the right way to do it. Let's see. So we have our steel. You must construct additional pylons. Hey Kevin, how you doing? How you doing? Saw your stream where you played Mr. Moneybags. Hi-ho. Oh yeah, I was just goofing around. I can do a music stream. Good. Do more music streams. Those are cool. I like seeing your equipment. Writing stuff. Excellent. Okay, now, so we're going to have that. We also need that, which means we need that. Okay. So that's where the steel is going to come in. We're going to split that. Yeah, after my performance on Modular Seattle, I got some new equipment. I'm going to write some more. Tell me what your goal is here. Okay. If you haven't played Factorio, it's a great game. I think I bought it for you, but that's no worries. I'm not trying to pressure you to play it or anything. It's a fun game. So I've crash landed on this planet. There's my ship. It's busted. I can't fix it. But what I can do is I can make a new rocket. So I'm appropriating all the resources on this planet for my construction purposes. Currently I only have stone, iron, coal, and copper. But lucky us, there's a bit of crude oil over here with a decent yield. That's going to be important. We also have a couple more iron ore deposits, copper. Those will be very important later. Currently we're producing pollution. Pollution is not good for a number of reasons. One of which is the locals, which are biters. And you might have seen Markiplier play play Factorio. He went a little crazy with the Death World thing. Props to him for trying it. Like it's tough doing a Death World. You got to learn a lot of things really quickly. Gosh diddly darn. Yeah. Ryan is waking up constantly. Deedle deedle diddle. Deedle deedle diddle diddle dum. So we're going to have to thread something through here in order to get our stone. our bricks and our stone and our bricks and our stone from here all the way over to there, all the way down here. Yeah, it's not too big of a deal. It's not too big of a deal. How many? Okay, we got a bunch of transport belts. I'm going to grab some more. The current goal is to get blue science. Well, actually, no. I'd say to get oil up and running. I want to get oil up and running, and then I'm probably going to close the stream down. So we'll do that. In the interim, I'm going to automate rail transportation. And this game is all about automation. It's like, you know, if you're in Minecraft, you're only one person. And you're crafting one thing at a time. And it's hard to actually do anything as a single solitary unit, producing one thing at a time. I mean, yeah, you can have multiple furnaces, but like when it comes down to like making, you know, important things, like you actually have to like go to a little crafting station. You craft it one at a time, and it's just it's a little tedious. I mean, this is tedious too, but in a different way. Like tedious in a way where you have to deal with the automation. So, oil bad, pollution bad, plastics filthy. Yes, I know, I know, I know. But if you were in my situation, if you're in my situation, if you're in my situation, would you sit around and do nothing? Can you automate the future and be Elon and invent greener energy and storage? Yes, that's actually part of this. Oil is a stepping stone. Wind power, no, those cause cancer. No, they don't. Yeah, it kills all the birds. I don't see any birds in this game. Must be all the windmills. I'm out of belts again. Cats kill more birds than windmills. Yeah, this is true. Cars kill more birds than windmills. Another 400, great. This produces fast. I'm excited about that. Automated rail transportation, rail signals. That's the next big step in rail technology. So here I have circuit production. I'm making circuits. It's just happening. I've got a lot of circuits. I could just pick them up off the production line. They're being used for some things, not many, but some. I want to continue this line of stone bricks. That's what I'm getting. The reason why is because I'm going to make some science. That may sound funny to you, but science is automated too. Make the science. Okay. So bricks should be coming down the line. Yep, here we go. We got bricks. These bricks will be useful in producing furnaces. And furnaces are an ingredient in making science packs. I'm actually going to have a second line here, which means I need to extend this. And the second line is actually going to have stone. Just plain old stone. I'm a science maker. I make the science, then I put it in the pack. Here's your science. Oh, I need to pick up the things that I automated. So, in order to mine the ore, we need these electric mining drills. They work automatically. They pick up the ore, they put it on the belts, but I recently automated them so I can produce them automatically. So I could just go to where I'm producing them, pick them up, and then start placing more of them, and it'll refill the box that I put all that stuff into. So I could just go over here, get more of these, get more of these. Do I have enough? I need more inserters. Hello. Am I wearing a Christmas shirt? Yeah. Is that a problem? It's comfy. It's a bear shirt. It's got a bear on it. You can call me Cozy Bear. That is a joke. That is a Russian spy joke. If you know about Cozy Bear, talk to me after the stream. Do it that way. Look, sometimes we need that Xmas spirit in our day. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if there is a day to do that, this is probably one of those days. We're going to thread this up here. I know this is a little bit of spaghetti-o, but, you know. Spaghetti-o. Santa Kraken. Okay. Do we need another one of those? I guess we do. Doot. Yeah, I mean, it's already doing the thing. Julie, do the thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's working okay. We could just repurpose all this stuff. Yoink, 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 yoink. We can change this. And that. Yuck. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do that. That'll be nice and balanced. So this is being consumed at an appropriate rate. This has no more minables, so we'll just pick that up. Yuck. This is no good. You know what? I could probably just do this. There. That's better. That's better. And I guess we should balance it too, so as to not cause problems in production. Because we have all this stuff. We have all this stuff being produced. I'm running out of belts. Okay, time to get more belts. All this open space, what am I going to use it for? Who knows? Maybe you'll find out in another episode. It's amazing to me that I completed this game in under 8 hours. Do you have StarCraft 2? Or 1, I guess. I do have both. I have all of the chapters of StarCraft 2. That's Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, and something of the Void. It's a space opera. It's a space opera, and I'm all about space operas. They're pretty cool. Like before, before Mickey Mouse took over the Star Wars universe, like I was all about the space operas. What do we need in order to produce oil? We're going to need pipes. We need pipes. Let's get those pipes. I'd watch that. I didn't know there was more than just 1 and 2. I know. Yeah, I mean 2 is divided up into a bunch of chapters. I could totally play those. Like, I would love to go through those. It's real-time strategy, but they're kind of violent. Like, and they're stressful. Violent and stressful. Do I even have anything producing pipes? I don't. This is a problem. This is a problem. Let's resolve this problem. Automate pipe. Auto pipe. Doot. Now we need that. We'll get one of those fast inserters and put it into a box. I will watch whatever you want to play, but you also got to be enjoying it too. Yeah, that's the thing is, as I've kind of, grown older, I can certainly still do like FPSs, but I don't like the amount of intensity that they have like constantly. It's just a constant feed of adrenaline, and I'm not an adrenaline guy. And StarCraft 2, like there's a fair amount of adrenaline in there, but it's also got the base building aspect, which is my favorite part of it. But like the whole conflict thing, that's just, well, it's like playing rock paper scissors in slow motion, but like with the Inception music blaring in the background. I may want to stop pretty soon. Like I got a lot of pipes here, but kiddo's waking up so much, I may just have to end the stream soon. It's also 9:20, so doody. What do we need for pump jacks? How many pump jacks do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pump jacks. Still a lot of pollution. Automate Ryan, yeah. Well, there's been experiments on like, apes and like having a mannequin mother type thing. It's not pretty. It is not pretty. Need more steel. Job Simulator. Job Simulator is a VR thing. I don't have VR. I'd like VR, but it's kind of a pipe dream, I guess. Rail signals. Let's get automobilism, so we can go between our locations faster. Uranium. Alright, we can do nuclear soon. Not soon, I mean relatively soon. It'll be a thing. In order for us to get nuclear up and running, though, we need some... Oh, we need military. Our oil is in here. It's in the trees. Well... Well... Is your city called Chernobyl? No. No, it is not. Hey, if they had thorium, I'd totally be all about the liquid sodium liquid sodium fluoride reactor. Lifters. Liquid salt. Molten salt. I don't know. So we'll just demolish the trees in this area. I don't have enough explosives. I'm gonna shoot the trees. I'm gonna shoot the trees. Bang, 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 bang. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of adrenaline in this too. If you do it the wrong way, I mean, you can do it the right way in Death World and still have adrenaline. But like, I like doing things at an easy pace. I mean, biters are going to definitely be a problem. The trees don't shoot back. The biters bite back. Ents. They come with fire. They come with axes. Gnawing, hacking, breaking, biting, burning. How many do we have here? Pump jacks. Oh, okay, there they are. Those other two. We need to say goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye, goodbye. Are they ants? I guess they are. So we want these all to be facing a common center. Here we go. Okay. We don't need any more grenades yet. So let's get some of these peeps. There we go. Now I can walk through this area. Okay. Another thing to do is to get big electric poles. We need those automated, and medium electric poles, so I don't have to keep on making small electric poles out of wood and copper. Alas, we need those things right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, we actually ran out of electric poles. We need to go back to the base and get them. Once I do that, Trees and Wizard of Oz, which aren't technically ants, they are, aren't they? Yeah, I'd love to see a Lord of the Rings ent just go crazy on like the Straw Man or something, like... Okay, so we have Big electric poles. Wait, do I not have enough? I need iron sticks. Lots of iron sticks. Lord of the Ring ends throw orcs. Yeah. So we got stronger explosives. Even stronger explosives would certainly require military sciences. Did we research automobilism? Not yet. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. We gotta do big electric, medium electric, blue, red, red, red. Actually, you know what? These are going to be something else. These are going to be pipe, underground pipe, and something. Rail? That seems good. And we have rails. We can make rails. We can make rails. I think I'll make some. So these need to be connected. We're going to connect them. And then we're going to clear a little more space. Whoops, damaged myself in the process. We're going to need some storage tanks too. And then we can make rails. Is it possible to replant trees? I don't think so. I haven't seen regrowth in this game. Besides, growing a tree takes years. Like, that would be a big problem. Time. This game's all about the hustle. So what do you use? What do you use after you clear cut? What do you mean? What do you use? Like, what do you do with the stuff? What do you do with the space? You use it as space. It's warehouse space. It's warehouse space. Alright, this is going to produce a shit ton of energy or building material. What is wood for? Wood is for making electrical poles and boxes. You could basically do that. You can use it as an energy, a fuel source, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's just not economical. Biofuels are not the way to go. That's why synthetic fuels are a thing. Said the oil drilling guy. You know, countries are usually founded on bunker fuel, which is, if you don't know what bunker fuel is, it's coal. Like, it's really dirty coal. And people have been burning that shit for centuries. And it helped fuel the Industrial Revolution, and it caused a lot of pollution. And then digging this stuff up out of the ground, like this is a whole lot less carcinogenic, but it does produce more carbon dioxide and methane gas, which reduces into more carbon dioxide gas. So it's like a ton of greenhouse gases in pollution. But on the small scale, like, it's actually not, like, as something to boot up renewable energies, which is what it should be used for. It's a pretty good option. It's not the best one. Nuclear fuel is the best option, but you have to get there. You have to be able to make the millions of parts that are required in order to contain safely the the hazardous fuels that can be used in nuclear reactors. And you know, uranium is pretty hazardous. I mean, for the most part, it's okay, but in concentrations, it's definitely harmful. And refined into plutonium, of course, it's harmful. But you can't start a renewable energy grid without booting it up first. You just can't. Are there earthquakes or natural disasters that could destroy a nuclear reactor a la Fukushima? None in this. The natural disaster is the bugs. We are the unnatural disaster. We are the force of evil in this game. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, I've actually done a fair bit of like theory stuff on like making my own sort of renewable energy farm, but it's not as easy as you might think, because you still need to buy parts that are made out of plastic, and those plastic parts have to come from somewhere. I mean, yeah, plant-based plastic fibers are cool, but they're used in very specific circumstances, and not often are they even recyclable, which is the sad part. And plastics are definitely not recyclable. Cellulose is biodegradable. Yeah, but like the thing about it is it does degrade, and plastics, they do degrade, but not as quickly as bio options. And when you want to run things with as minimal human interaction as possible, well, I think we know what tops the bill. We need bricks in order to make our oil refineries. This is going to get gross. This is going to get disgusting. We need more steel. I could just pick some up here. We're going to make a lot of problems. Get some nice open space here, and we'll destroy it with oil refineries. So yeah, I'm actually past that mark. So here we go. Going to put our refineries right about here. Okay. Yeah, as soon as renewable energy is a thing, that is when you start to decommission all of the disgusting, you know, fuel production. You still are going to need like plastics for, for pretty diverse things, a diverse range of things. It's not something that humans can really live without, because like, think about what solar panels are actually made out of. Like there's a silica glass for the glass panel that is coated with what is it? It's like circuitry, but like there's some sort of chemical But you don't have to fight the oil lobby on your Factorio planet. No, no, that's the good thing. Yeah, that's the bonus. Alright, so we're obviously not going to be producing enough electricity to power all this stuff at once. Okay. This is going to get pretty organized. But right now, it's just a line of stuff. It'll be more later. In the meantime, I think I'm going to close things up. Like I said before, Ryan has been waking up a lot, and Christina could probably use the help. She's been not feeling so well lately. She's just, got a lot of morning sickness. Yes, all those pipes. Give me those pipes. That is good. That is good, yes. Give me those pipes. So, I mean, I understand the need for oil to an extent. The oil lobby, yes, they've taken it and run. Please give the Crostana a hug from me. Yeah, absolutely. Will do. So we're gonna have this guy go here, this guy go here. Doot, 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 doot. And we could save a little bit on costs by doing a pipe like this. This is also, it makes things difficult to move through later. So, I mean, it's still easy to upgrade, but, like that. But, costs. Costs. Okay. Oil pipeline. There we go. So now we have oil flowing through these pipes. Pump jacks are producing. These are also producing, but they have nowhere to put the fuels. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a line 1. Later we'll add line 2 and 3 for additional stuff. Actually, let's just add line 2 and 3 now. Okay. Oh gosh, I love those sound effects. Okay, so I have now connected these pipelines to a common pipe. And what we can do with this is we can we're going to extend further to the left, further west. Like that. then like that. So we're just creating a new bus, but it's for liquids. And this will be kind of neat for all sorts of reasons. We'll have some storage here too. Okay. So all the excess will go there. But as soon as we need to pull some from there, it'll go back into this pipeline and hopefully not cause too much trouble. Yeah, I think this is where I'm going to leave it, because we've got our petroleum fueling up. It's, gosh, that produces fast. Power is holding steady. That's good. Of course, nothing over here is moving at all. Yeah, science is not being done. Solar energy, we can do that. It costs copper, steel, and electronic circuits, which I'm already producing. I suppose I can get electrical through that, but I need a method of storing it, and the way to store it is, well, we got to make sulfuric acid, and sulfuric acid is a petroleum product. Alright, but thanks so much for joining me, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me and helping me feel better. This has been fun. I love doing this sort of stuff. If I could do this for my day job, I totally would. Oh, we can just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Yeah, so we can make plastic. It requires coal. I don't know where I'm going to get that coal. There's coal over here. I can train that in. Let's run a train through here. Quit your job, be Markiplier. No, no. That would further contribute to my imposter syndrome. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. Hope you have a good evening. Bye-bye!